An aspiring journalist is breaking barriers. He isn't letting his disability stop him from achieving his goals. It's actually something he says is now a source of strength. As News 4's Jen Shantz reports, he hopes his story will inspire others.
Just being different in a small town in itself is really hard to do.
17-year-old Noah Howard has been different his whole life.
I was just born without arms. There was no really medical explanation. It just kind of happened naturally.
He lives in Shingle House, Pennsylvania, a town near the New York border with about 2,000 people. He goes to Oswego Valley High School, where things haven't always been easy. Noah's had to deal with bullies, on top of the challenges that come with living without arms. But this year, he's become more independent than ever.
Getting dressed by myself, that's something that I've accomplished just lately. Eating, cleaning myself, cooking, anything. Anything that you would do with your hands, I would do it with my feet.
Even drawing and painting. Noah's quite the artist. He was even a finalist in an art competition at St. Bonaventure. Growing up, he says people didn't always believe in him. That he had to do for himself.
They didn't know what I was capable of doing and what I wasn't capable of doing.
Noah's mom, Stephanie, had no idea her son would be born without arms.
I just took care of him like another child.
At one point, they considered prosthetics.
We thought about them until we saw what they are, these huge, enormous. They weigh a ton. There's no way he could ever have anything like that.
Noah's learned to do most things with his feet, and he's not letting anything get in the way of his future. He's got big plans, including studying journalism next year at St. Bonaventure.
I've always been so, I guess, nosy. I always want to get to the root of things, whether people see that good or bad. I like to get to the bottom of things and figure things out.
This is a major step for Noah, who will be living on his own for the first time as a college freshman.
I'm scared of letting him go.
He wants to inspire others and show those who feel different that anything is possible.
I'm kind of like spreading my wings. I'm going to do my own thing.
And telling his story is just the beginning. Jen Shantz, News 4.